So today we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. In the last episode we saw Anatolia get filled in, we have the red team expand their colony and also expanding in Europe. We have Morocco expand greatly, it looks like there's a war between the blue team and the Yugoslavian country. Also had the lime team connect up all their colonies, and they've basically become a massive Germanic empire at this point. And Britain turned Brittany. If you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel. This is a collab channel between me and a few other people. If you haven't figured that out already, I don't even know why I'm saying that. Oh, and also Vietnam was formed over here in East Asia. Anyway, starting off, we're going to have a civil war in the Dutch country. So first what's going to happen is we have some rebellions in this Belgian area over here, very close to the capital actually. Not just that, but the yellow French country, or the beige team, is quite angry that they lost quite a lot of British land in the last episode, so they're going to invade into the Dutch country. I really hate this country, so it's dying. We also have the lime team invade in this region, taking over a lot of the northern areas like this. So yeah. We also have a dark purple rebellion in this region next to the red team. They are from the red team ethnicity. They don't want to join up with the red team or anything, but they are simply from the same ethnicity of them and would like to form their own state. So the Dutch country will start to pretty much fall apart. Their capital is taken by the lime team, and the Belgian country will continue expanding, now taking over Calais and meeting up with the purple area, who will rightfully take over the rest of this northern or middle part here. And the yellow team is going to get the rest of the Dutch country. So over here we see this happen, and this is a bit of an interesting piece tree, because first we have the Belgian country end up getting born. They are in these same regions. I did shift their colour, or not shift, but I changed their colour a bit, because I didn't like their old colour, but the capital will actually be right here. We then, weirdly enough, have the London country taking this land here. They kind of made a deal, and I'm going to darken their colour slightly, but they kind of made a deal with the other powers to let them have this land, because they want to become a decently powerful country, even though they may not be able to, but we'll see what happens to them. I'm not even sure this is London, this is like Kent, so I'm just going to go all in Kent. We then have the French country taking this northern land here. They now expand, they lost all of England in the last episode, so they're going to be able to gain a bit more. Then have this purple country coming into existence down here. We have a new orange country, and they are very closely aligned with the lime team. They pretty much run off the lime team completely. And the lime team will be getting all of their old Dutch lands back over here, and yeah, they're a lot bigger. However, they may not be as big for much longer in this episode, as some areas in the Baltics, Finland and stuff over here really want to break away. But hey, they did get the Dutch country back, which is much more valuable lands than Finland or something. Capitals will be here and here. And then we stay with the lime team, as they're going to be doing something interesting. That's him inventing the first trade route systems. We see the lime team, that was awful. We see the lime team start a trade route system coming down from the country. It'll come down from the capital, and it'll start to come around near more populated areas. There's a major city right here, so they're going to link it up there. And yeah, they do a bit more. I'm going to make a major cities later after this episode. We'll see, I have a few other countries making one, like the red team will start their own trade route map or trade route system, and they're hoping to link it up with the blue team despite the fact that they are pretty big rivals at the minute. We also have Morocco making one in Africa, so yeah, and these aren't going to get anywhere yet, but in the future episodes they could. And then finally we have the biggest one, that's going to be the Eastern European one, and this is a big collaborative effort between all these Eastern European countries. So it'll also come around over here to the Yugoslavian country, and more countries like the Romanians over here will start to build it. However, they're not going to build it into the blue team, weirdly enough, because they two do not like each other, but the blue team will start their own. But they are really hating each other at the minute, these two. Okay, do you remember what I said about the lime team? Yeah, it's coming into effect now. In the Baltic area, there's going to be a bit of a breakaway. As first, the Russian country is going to get a bit of land. This is the lime. This is actually the new country giving the Russians some land, but we'll look at the new country in a second. The Russians will get this land here. Now we see the new country reborn, and they're going to take over all of this area here in the Baltic areas, really kind of messing up the connection between the lime team and the Finnish areas. This is a long way to go, so there's going to be a new country breaking away. So we have the Finnish areas also breaking away, and yeah, the lime team has lost a lot of their quite important land, and they're no longer looking as unrealistic as I thought they were, way too big. So they are still probably the strongest country in the world, and I think I'm going to do power rankings after this actually, but they are definitely weakened a lot. Anyway, new capitals are going to look like this. These guys are going to have this here, and the Finnish are going to have this in this region. Anyway, coming over here now, we have the purple country exploring the rest of the Black Sea mainly, But they're also going to explore down here into Mesopotamia. Around this area, they come down the Tigris and the Euphrates River, making it over to the starting point of Mesopotamia. We also see some people actually come into Egypt. These people are from the Purple Country and they do not like the government, so they're kind of going to be extremely frowned upon. And yeah, we have them coming around this region and kind of just exploring where the Nile is, and they explore quite a lot. We also have this region of the Mediterranean getting put in, and yeah, these guys are actually going to form their own nation now, and they're going to be this green Egyptian colour here. Not green Egyptian colour, but they're going to be this green colour. The capital is going to be down here in this point of the Nile. I believe this is where the Nile is somewhere. And their country is going to look like this. The Purple Team, being very angry with this, is going to expand and take over the rest of the Sinai Peninsula. And they kind of stop where the Suez Canal would be over here. So yeah, there's now a big threat. Not for the Purple Team, but more for the Green Team. The Green Team is in a big threat at the minute from this. Like, this is scary. Speaking of the Green Team, the Greeks, they're going to be doing... I'm going to do power rankings first, before we look at what happens. But number 1 in the world at the current minute is going to be the Lime Team. But number 1 is going to be the Lime Country. I would say they have a huge Northern European empire. They have probably not the biggest population. I'd say they have the second most population. Number 1 in population, I'd give maybe the Red Team or the Purple Team. But number 2 in the world, I am going to give over to the Red Team. Number 3 then, I think it will be the Purple. Number 4, I think the Greeks would have it by this point. They're very strong. Number 5, I'd say maybe the Blue Team. Number 6, I'm gonna give it to Crimea. Actually, no, I'm gonna give number 6 over to Morocco. They are definitely stronger than Crimea. And then number 7 is going to Crimea. Number 8, I'm actually gonna go over to Galicia. Number 9, I'm going to give to the Orange Romanian country. And 10, I'm going to give to the French, or Normandy, whatever you want to call them. This is the power rankings, keep this in mind because this is going to be quite important now. As we have the Greeks coming down with their boats, they want to start colonising some land, so they're going to come down in the boats, yeah. And they're going to make a landing in this region of Libya over here. And they're kind of going to meet up with Egypt as well, and they're going to have decent relations. But we have the Greeks also explore a lot more of the coast of northern Africa, and yeah, this is going to be quite good for them. We have the Greeks setting up a colony up here, and they're going to expand their colony quite nicely along the coast of northern Africa and Libya, you know. Yeah, so just like that. Also going to do a little bit more exploring, and they're going to supply Egypt a bit. This is going to make these guys really mad, and they'll start to send threats over to the Greek country. And this is going to be close to starting a war now, and these two are really hating each other at the minute. So yeah, anyway, we see the rest of the coast of Libya actually get explored by the Red Team and the Green Team combined. And by this point, I'm going to say that this whole region of the Mediterranean is also explored. So now the full Mediterranean Sea has been explored. We then have over here the full exploration also of Ireland. They're going to be explored themselves. Oh, they're going to be explored like that. And now we have also this whole area getting explored. I know it's very short exploration time, but it's got to happen, you know, happening. It's really going to happen. We do also have a little bit more exploration by the Russians and the Finnish combining strengths. So yeah, just like that. And yeah, we're just going to see a bit more expansion now as some new countries be formed. The first expansion is going to be the Transylvanians and the Yugoslavians working out a deal, because I hate this little bit of land here, it looks awful. So as we can see here, the Greeks are actually going to force themselves in because they are the fourth strongest country in the world, but they're going to take this small part of land here. It's not too much, so they don't really have too much bother with this. Yugoslavians are going to get this decent chunk here, but the real winners in this are going to be the Transylvanians. They're going to get all of this land, and they are now huge. Similar to this, the Russian country is also going to expand. The Russian country is going to take this land here, and they're also going to allow the Estonians to get all of this. Anyway, over in the Lime Team, we actually see Poland break away. The Lime Team is losing a lot of their land in this episode, even though they just gained quite a lot in the last episode, and the episode before that as well. But they're going to be losing a lot in this episode, as the chaoticness of Europe is going to start increasing, as more alliances are going to be born as well in a minute. But the Polish breaking away, and with this, the Lime Team will declare any more countries that break away will have to fight for their freedom and won't just be allowed to leave anymore. Because they have lost about, like, 50% of their land in this episode, and they still have all their important areas, except for Poland. Poland was quite important for them, but they still have most of their important areas down here in Denmark and Germany. So over here we have 3 new countries being born. We have this dark red Polish country up here. We have a orange reddish German Polish country. I don't like this colour. We have them being this colour. Never mind, they've changed to this. And then we have this colour being the last country. I hate how these look. Let's just say the blue country annexes the red country, and that looks way better. And this border's going to get changed around. We see this country's capital going to be here. The sand country, I guess. Doesn't even look like sand, but these guys, old empire colour, I don't know. They got their capital here. Anyway, now we're coming over to Vietnam, as they're going to expand along the coast, or explore lots of Southeast Asia, and also explore lots of China as well. They come into the Hainan Island area and start to explore a lot around this. China is very easy to explore. So it is. I mean, I think there is a lot of mountains in China, but also it's a very fertile land, so they're able to move a lot of people up around here. But some of these people aren't going to be staying in the Vietnamese country, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. They're not actually going to discover Taiwan, but they're going to continue up the coast of China, and yeah, they're eventually going to stop when they get to about this point. And they've done a lot of exploration in one episode. But the Vietnamese ending up looking like this. They take a lot of some southern Chinese land here, and they also expand greatly into Southeast Asia. We then have these guys form over here, and they're going to look something like this. And the capital is going to be here, and they don't have too much of a enemy. They're not too unfriendly with Vietnam. They're decently friendly, but there may be a slight distaste to them, considering the fact that they are the only other country that Vietnam knows of, when there's actually this whole world out here. Anyway, the tensions I was talking about a few minutes ago. Yeah, they're going to be continuing to go up, as Greece is going to form an alliance with the Egyptian country down here to stop them from the tyrannical expansion of the purple team. And this is going to bring the tensions from being decently mild and manageable to really high, because this is another alliance over here, and yeah, they're going to kind of start messing with the relations of the triangle team. And maybe wondering, what is the Syrian country's reaction going to be to this? Well, nothing much. They're just going to join the Triangle Alliance. This is going to result in a huge amount, many countries who don't like the grasp that the Triangle Alliance has on the world, and the influence, with the first, second, and third strongest countries being in their alliance now. They're definitely very strong. So a lot of these countries that want to protest against them are going to start to join, or just don't like other countries. Poland will decide to join the squares. We have Transylvania joining the squares. The blue team will join the squares. This is the worst one yet. Morocco is going to decide to join the squares. We even see Anatolia join up with the squares. So yeah, not very pleasant at the minute. But what's a French country or a Normandy country? What are they going to do? Well, the French country is actually going to create the Cross Alliance, and this is going to include the Galician country. We see Gold Norway join this alliance. There's a lot of yellowy gold countries in here. And we also have the Finnish country over here joining this. So this is obviously a very anti-red team / lime team alliance, with Gold Norway, which lime team don't really like, and also Finland, which lime team definitely doesn't like. And Galicia and the red team have a slight distaste to each other. Not to mention that the red team and the yellow team also don't like each other. So yeah, that's kind of going to be it for the tensions at the minute. Now we come over to the British Isles. Something's going to be happening. That's going to be the Newport country invading and taking over Birmingham, because Birmingham sucks. And they're going to fully annex the country, thankfully, and the world is saved from having Birmingham, because no one likes it. So the Newport country is probably the strongest country on the British Isles at this point. Maybe London's a bit stronger, but they may be the strongest. They are, yeah, doing cool. Anyway, over here, Eastern Europe just had about 50 new countries get born. No one knows why or how this happened, but it just did. And I put a few exclaves in. I think this looks better now. But let's just plonk some capitals in. There's not really any kind of bad thing to where you put them. I mean, you don't want to put them too close to another country, obviously. But pretty much put down wherever. And yeah, that is Eastern Europe. It's definitely been extremely traumatized. Oh yeah, and this purple country, they're not going to make it out unscarred, as they're going to lose these two parts of their country due to their president not being very well liked. And no, actually, that's not true. They're going to lose these parts of the country because the king had 3 sons and they had to split into 3. So yeah, that's kind of what ended up happening here. So that, I think, is going to do it for today's video. It's been about 14 minutes, and I think this is pretty good for this episode. There was a lot of stuff that happened. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.